Hi, welcome to another episode of Business Rules. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Monica.
And today we are talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is drip campaigns. I love it because it helps make you efficient and do more with less.
Okay, so let's just start way at the beginning. What is an email drip campaign?
Okay, so just at its simplest form, it's a set of pre-written messages that are going to be delivered over a certain time. So it's more or less just automated email.
Nice. Okay, so I can see why you love it so much.
Yeah, I do.
The efficiency part. Okay, so why would I need a drip campaign?
Okay, so the thing is how good at sales are you? Yeah. Okay. So a lot of us have great intentions about sales or following up with customers and all that, but we just don't get to it very often. Okay. Automated systems, they don't get distracted by crises, right? They don't.
They don't have to answer the phone when your top client calls.
They're not going to be distracted if somebody doesn't write you back the first time, right? They're going to go through that system and it's just going to run.
Awesome. Okay. So when would I use a drip campaign?
Okay, so we said sales. That's the most common thing. You've heard about this thing called a sales funnel, right? It starts up here and you have lots of leads and you trickle it down to the filter. Okay, as your messaging goes along, you're going to lose people. That's okay, right? Not everybody's going to buy for you, but what you're left over is that little group of qualified leads. Okay, you might also use a drip campaign anytime that you're sending the same message over and over. So let's say you have client onboarding or paperwork, or you want to send shipment notifications or all of these, and then ask for resales, give coupons, whatever it is. All of that can be done instead of having to worry about sending each individual email.
Right, which would just take forever.
Right.
You'd be doing nothing else. Okay, what are the benefits of an email drip campaign?
So we talked a little bit about the fact it's always on, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't need sleep, it doesn't take vacation, it's always going to deliver, okay?
Yeah.
It's not resource intensive, okay? You're saving time. Instead of sending each individual email, you set it up and it goes. Right?
Awesome. Yep.
So your messaging stays consistent. This can be important about a couple of things. One is if you have a lot of people in your company, they may not deliver the exact same branding message and be telling some people the same thing, so you can stay on brand, but you can also figure out what works, right? What are people responding to if you're using that same messaging over and over?
Exactly. Exactly.
So
yeah.
Last thing is it actually just lets you stay top of mind, right? When you send regular email communications,
that's huge.
You stay in front of your customers.
Yeah, and that's big. You want them to remember you.
You do.
So when they have a need, boom, there you are. Okay, so I love the benefits. They're awesome. Right? Okay, so what are the risks of just not bothering, whatever, just...
Which most of us do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we started out saying, how good at sales are you, right? Here's a funny stat. 79% of all leads never convert into sales, and it's mostly because you don't pay attention to them. You don't give them enough attention to bring them through that sales cycle to completion.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Now then consider this one. 35 to up to 50% of sales goes to the vendor that responds first.
That's amazing.
That's a huge stat, right?
Yeah.
And especially if you don't have to watch your email and do that because you're working with customers, if it just responds, you can be that first responder.
Wow.
Okay? Last is that about 50% of the people that come to your site are already going to be qualified leads. Meaning they're interested, they're likely in your audience, but they're not ready to buy. So when you have this drip campaign and you work through that sales process, it lets them get ready to buy and do business with you.
Great. Wow, that's some powerful numbers.
It's good stuff.
So now I know why I need to have like a zillion email drip campaigns.
You absolutely do. You do too. So get writing and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.